I remember that.
This is RWBY, Volume 6, Chapter 3. It's actually 26 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
it's the longest
okay.
episode of the season so far.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not like the premiere, which is like, I guess, like maybe 30 minutes of like previous episodes or 45 minutes of that, and then them just talking about the new volume and then premiering it with no intro.
Yeesh.
Let's just watch 3, 2, 1 and play. I'm so upset that the video got blocked. But you know, it's fine because we learn, we adapt.
We realize that our words are too strong for them.
We realize that it's just unfair for us.
Mm-hmm.
Genuine people give him genuine criticism. But you know, it's fine. Dude, I cannot get over that. Anaya was ripping on that particular point. And now I noticed it now.
I was.
And I was like, oh, that's bad.
I brought it up. Because I thought that's the scene that he was going to make fun of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But no, his scene was Best Boy.
Oh, yeah. Which we'll see in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm seeing the pop. Here we go.
Yeah, right here.
I'm Best Boy.
I'm the one who wins.
Could you imagine Oscar like overtaking that role as Best Boy? You weren't here until like Volume 4. How'd you beat me?
We're in fairy tale land
Locked
now.
away by her cruel father, Salem was
I thought we were talking about Rapunzel.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Wanted. Time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness.
How am I here?
And magic was a gift from the gods that all could wield.
They could all wield it?
And yet there she sat within her tower.
Wait, why though? Could she just magic away?
But everyone else would magic her back.
Brave the challenges within the tower's walls.
Oh, I was like, Crow was here?
As Ozma.
Oh.
Unlike
his
those
cane!
that come before, this warrior was not driven by the cries of the young maiden's hand.
Whoa.
Take that, Ganon.
Oh my god. Link, I mean Ozma.
They escaped the wretched fortress. And yet,
Holy shit, he did make the parallel to Zelda. Anaya?
Where should we go now?
My bedroom.
and lived happily ever after.
The end?
Or at least, that's what should have been.
Then why would you say it like that?
The infallible hero of legend fell ill.
How could the gods let
That is the best facial animation they've had in a while. That is genuine sadness. Dude, is the whole overarching story how Salem and Oz just want to fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole conflict of RWBY as a series.
Why? What are you hiding? I have feels. Tis.
Him rest.
Now go as I play my flower game for PlayStation 3.
Right? I must bloom all the flowers.
No.
9!
God of darkness.
Ah, so you're like, okay, maybe he won't, but you could.
None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from
Also, where is this?
pools of annihilation.
Right next door.
I just need to stretch a little bit.
Oh!
Oh.
It's the Knuckleavi. I'm gonna need you to not crawl that way.
Oh, there's a
Salem understood it well. She told him of her loss and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayer.
Oh shit. It worked. Wow, that's so easy.
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
Everything's going to be okay.
The fuck did I say?
Listen.
You bastard!
Ozma!
I am
Oh my god, are they gonna do this?
Please stop! Oh shit. It's Hanzo and fucking Kenji.
What are they gonna do? Guys, help! I've just been playing this game for like 20 minutes. I'm already being yelled in Japanese at.
You monsters! Give him back to me! Give him back!
Wow.
I am falling!
And I'm dead. Oh, wait, what?
Stop playing with me.
I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Immortal?
You must learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Wait, the bros just kind of come
Salem
together
was
like,
a
you know what?
prisoner once
Fuck, let's just let's do something about her.
Attempts to reunite with Ozma.
Who has led you down this path?
It was me. What it is, cut? You. Ah,
Seen this
you.
before? Eat magic, you big flying bastard.
Oh,
I think there's a reason they're the gods.
I think there's a reason why they don't need to snap their fingers. Oh, but you get to live because this is what we gave you.
This planet was a beautiful experiment, but it is merely a remnant of what it once was.
Remnant.
Still demanding things of your creators.
Go through the moon. He goes through the moon!
There we go. So they just leave.
Wait a minute.
You don't suck.
What are people?
Yes.
This had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continue to give rise to horrific nightmares.
The Brothers Grimm.
Mountain of Light
Nice.
granted her immortality. Then surely the pools of Grimm would finally take it away. She was wrong. This course of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life.
So what'd you get instead?
It created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction.
Nice.
And in time, she would find her adversary.
Ozma.
I need your help. We did a pretty bad thing.
Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity
shit.
was made.
The relics.
Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you are going to remake yourselves. If brought together, these four relics will summon my brother and I back to your world. If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence.
Oh.
Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone. What do we do now?
What happened to you? I went through a phase.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics a secret. Though time
This is
passed
why we
and all
can't live in
seemed
peace.
well,
People
Ozma
just
kept
withholding
the
stuff.
secret
Why would you do this?
Good Lord, Birdman! Ah, the pain! My Birdmanness shouldn't be a ball! Without your gods, how do you know what praying is?
That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
Whoa.
Oh.
Summer, winter, fall, and spring.
Oh my god.
When we can replace them with what they could never be.
I'm a man of righteousness.
Yeah, I'd be like, hold up.
Be gone, thought.
Oh.
Are you gonna take my children?
Yes. Oh no.
Run, children, run!
Hey!
Head for the cellars!
Expelliarmus! Oh my god, it's Hogwarts.
Whoa. 2D animation.
Okay.
Frightening.
We finally have freedom.
Okay.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent in mourning. Many were spent attempting to forget it all. But no matter
Oh my god.
Do you ever just destroy... Hey! It's one of the guys from the things. It's his... Oh, he's the Avatar!
centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his question,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
How do you...
What do I
Damn.
do?
Well,
That was a good episode.
that was very well needed. Oh wow, it really was. It didn't feel like 26 minutes. Damn.
You know what?
That was much needed though.
That was a good episode.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that was a good episode.
Okay.
It gave a lot of information that has been desperately needed for a long time. And it redeemed Oz.
Wow. You know, I'm actually watching this episode. It does... I now understand... Well, I mean, I figured it'd be like, oh, it's like past generations I've just been fighting Salem, but to know exactly what the relationship is and how things came around...
The means of why they fought was unknown. It wasn't just, oh, good versus evil. It's the return of the gods, which they're fighting for. One for justice, the other for power. And so, that's cool.
My god.
Look at that description of this episode.
What's your favorite fairy tale? Great. The Lost Fable. So, I mean, I wasn't expecting us to not really say much. If I were to edit this, and I probably will for the sake of copyright, I think that there won't be a lot of like reaction based stuff, but there's just so much info dumping in this episode, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, but in this case it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because we needed this. We needed all of this to like expand upon what are the consequences and to understand why Oz is so willing to make sure everything is done right, because at some point Judgment Day is coming. And
Not if he never gives the relics.
oh yeah, that's true. He needs all 4 of them, right?
Yep, he needs to bring all 4 of them together for
the both light and darkness to come together.
yes.
So in that case, Salem would be trying to collect them because those are the only beings that'd stop her from doing anything. So she'd probably just take them, destroy them, all that stuff. So in that case, Oz's goal then is to... Actually, what the fuck is his goal? Like,
His goal is to bring humanity back together.
but yeah, in order to do that, Salem needs to be stopped.
Yes. He needs to stop the thirst for power and yeah. It all comes from Salem. She's the only one that truly, wholeheartedly thirsts for nothing but power.
Mm-hmm. But now she's at a state where like she's immortal. Even Jin says like, you can't fight her.
How do I destroy Salem?
You can't.
You can't.
Dry laugh.
Your fucking dry laugh is absolutely incredible every single time.
I haven't been able to do it in a while, but
fucking, what's it called? Piranha plant.
But it makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
All this, and I guess the only way you could stop Salem is if you were to talk no jutsu her. I think that's the only way now.
It's the only way, Justin?
Unless, like, say at the end they get all the relics and they summon Light and Dark back to the planet,
mm-hmm.
and Oz there saying like, look, Salem's still a big threat. I can't stop her. No one else here can stop her. Maybe you guys can. Like, if we got her out of the way, we good.
We can maybe, do stuff. Hold her down! Oh, they stomping.
I think that's the only way they could stop her. Otherwise, they have to talk her out of it, which, good luck to that. She's been spending who knows how long.
All of it.
And she's the one with magic. I mean, sure, Oz can do some magic here and there, but nowhere to her degree, especially since Ozpin couldn't fight against Cinder, apparently. And died and got reincarnated. So, now that I finally understand, like, what's going on and what's at stake, I now just wonder, like, what can they do now?
Not lose?
I mean, obviously, like, the goal is just find the relics.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe patch up some other things, and then fight Salem's forces, and then probably bring like the gods back. And I think that's all I can really think of from that point on. But you gotta figure out that like fighting Salem is impossible.
That's impossible.
It's impossible for them to just go on a head-on fight, which I always felt like is always the way to go for any type of like, well, shonen-esque type of show.
Yes.
Like, we're going to take on the big baddie after we gotten good.
Mm-hmm.
But in this scenario, you need help somewhere else. And I think summoning the gods is the only way. But in order to get that, you have to directly fight against Salem. So it's like...
Do you think she has any of the relics?
Well, she did attack Beacon, which has one of the relics.
Uh-huh.
But she never stated that if she had any. So that might be pretty locked away, especially with Oz being as confident to say like, "Oh, we got countermeasures for that."
Mm-hmm.
So they'll end up having to go back to Beacon how it was. I think they don't have any of the relics though. Salem's Forces doesn't have any of the relics, and all of them are stowed away in other places.
Mm-hmm.
And I think right now they're just worried about like having just the one. So they're gonna take that and bring it over to Atlas just for like security measures, and then they'll just go and sought after the other relics until they pretty much can gather all four. Probably it'd be dangerous to bring all of them unless the relics have like other powers.
Would you say it's dangerous to go alone?
Yeah, take this. What am I supposed to do with this lamp? You just rub it and make a wish.
I wish I wasn't a fish.
Well, good news, you're not a fish.
Thank God.
Well, that is one wish. Wait, I didn't mean that. Dude, wish for more wishes, though. That would be a question.
Can we ask for more questions?
Dude, it would suck. I think I've already talked to you about it, but it would suck if that was your question and you couldn't take it back. Wishes? I wish I knew about that earlier. Alright, now you got like 2 wishes.
Yeah. What did he start with? 10 wishes?
No, just like, I'll give you 3 wishes. Make it 5, 4, 3. Take it or leave it. Okay, you got 3 wishes.
I could have sworn he started off with like a big number, and Patrick himself whittled it down to 3.
No. He argued himself against making it 5, 4, and just kept it at 3.
All right, then.
He could have gotten at least 1 extra wish. Oh, but I guess, I don't know. I think I need to watch like the episode again, because it's just like, it was just so much information like dumped upon me, and I do like these types of episodes where it gets like the gears moving. It makes me wonder about things, like things that even haven't been mentioned here, like the Silver Eyes. What did the Silver Eyes like have to do with all this, and how would it better people aside from being just like these badass warriors that might possibly be on par with maidens at the very least. So I don't know. I don't know.
Why don't you know, Justin?
I'm just so lost.
Justin, you should know things.
I guess.
Come on, do math.
I think that Ozpin, how he is and why he was able to cover up so badly, it's tough because I mean I didn't see him in his lifetime. I didn't see him go through all the things that he's gone through and talk about like there's reasons why I don't trust people that well, and why I only keep certain like truths like out in the open while I keep other ones to myself. But I mean, like, I've never lived like several lives over in an attempt to make something right. So I guess in a way it is kind of understandable why he's so apprehensive. And I hope that like in the next episode, if we were to rejoin back into like the present time, that they can make amends for all this, like both sides, like RWBY and then Ozpin and whoever else is siding with Ozpin at this point. Maybe Crow is still on the same side. But even then, Crow didn't even know about this. So
no, he didn't.
So I hope at the end, Ozpin at least apologizes, and then Team RWBY makes the decision of whether they want to follow him or not. Or actually, no, it'd probably be like on equal feet or equal footing, that they walk alongside each other instead of like one leading after another. I think that's the best compromise.
You don't want them to walk a lonely road, the only one they've ever known?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Because now they know. And they understand what's at stake and what needs to be done. I mean, like, Blake has inherently pretty much brought peace on the Fauna side, so she good.
Kind of.
She's done a good portion of the job, even though she didn't even know about it. So it's a step in the right direction.
Now, they said humans.
Yeah.
Would you consider the Fauna human?
It's weird, though.
Seeing
right?
as how they are a hybrid.
They're a hybrid, which I guess, if you really want to look deeper into it, considering the fact that humans were wiped out, but like animals were pretty much still there. So like the god of destruction pretty much just like wiped out all humanity and left everything else still there. So at some point, the light dude was saying like, "Hey, your people are gonna eventually rise up," which can really, and when you have Faunus like later down the line, that can really only mean one thing.
Someone fucked a goat?
Yep. And you made Goat Man or Mama's Boy.
Well, the reason I bring it up is, well, they clearly made a distinction between human, not animal. Because they destroyed all humans, but animals were still mucking about. In a general term, animal. Considering humans themselves are technically an animal.
Yeah.
We are just a subspecies in the animal kingdom. So, would it have to be sapiens? Because if that's the case, then you gotta add the chimpanzees, the apes, and the monkeys in there as well.
Have we seen 1 or 2 monkeys here?
I'm pretty sure Sun is part monkey.
Okay.
Well, more part monkey. But that begs the question, like, at what point would the gods consider it human?
They stand tall, they're using weapons, and they're wearing clothes. Specifically clothes.
Because, as it stands, humans, by our definition, are Homo sapiens sapien.
Mm-hmm.
But the faunus wouldn't be categorized as that.
Right, because they're humans, but they're also something else.
Yeah, and because they're all with a something else, even the faunus is a general blanket term for them, because I'm pretty sure Sun is a different species than Blake, who's a different species from Ilya, who's a different species from fucking fish people.
I see. You know what, Blake? You got one wish. Ask to find out why they're faunus. Where did faunus come from? And she says, the moon. You mean the moment that moon burst half open, that's what happened?
Oh, we found out what happened to the moon.
We did. So it was just all very classic, like, escape route. Like, Light Dude was finally done with Salem shit. He just, like, evaporates away. Dark Dude's like, you reap what you sow, and he's like, yeet.
He went straight up, and the moon just happened to be there.
Alright. So, yeah. I mean, that's all there is to it, unless they want to add more to it, like, oh, there's something inside the moon that had, like,
goblins.
Faunus particles.
Was there bits of human in the moon? Because the moon came crashing down.
That is true. So maybe there was something, like, in the moon that caused, like, main mutations.
It brought forth moon men.
It brought forth goblins.
Goblins. All right. So, as is tradition now, where I scrutinize RWBY for their episode lengths, this screen was still, the left screen was still recording, so people could, if you want, you could throw on my mathing while we're talking and whatnot. But here's the running totals. It's very small. Justin, enhance.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, so episode. I have a. No, Justin. Wait, we're right here. Just. Yeah, there we go. Too big. Better. All right. So, I have it run down by what percentage of the show was actually show. And so, episode 1, 88.02% of the total runtime was show. Episode 2 was 84.33, which, after running the number, is 4.2% less show. And then this episode, being 89.87, is 6.6% more show than episode 2 was. And right. The average is 87.41% show. So now, with that running average, we can always see when have they been skimping on show.
Okay. So is it based off of, like, the episode prior to it?
Yes. This would be how much more from the previous episode or how much less from the previous episode. I was thinking of, like, baselining it off of episode 1, but then I was like, I want to baseline it off of episode 1, but I also want to know how much growth there was between episodes. And I'm like, that's a lot of what's it called to be throwing up there. A lot of percentage.
I see.
And that's actually why I threw the average on there. That way I could just kind of have an idea.
Okay.
But again, at the end of the day, we still have the percentage of episode 1 up there. So it could always be like, okay, there's slightly more show this time around than the first episode.
Well, I would say that this is definitely, like, a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think
more show.
The idea for Volume 6 is definitely to hit on a definite, like, bunch of plot holes, like, throughout the other volumes, as well as Volume 5. So, I think this is probably for the best right now. Like, even if they're not going to be ambitious about, like, how they're going to plot out, like, events happening in the future, more so they're going to try to patch up things so everyone's, like, on the same, like, footing for what's to come later on.
Aye.
I think that's probably for the best right now for this RWBY series. A side note, I like how, we were talking in the podcast, and I was asking, like, you know what? If with Monty gone, and this is like his passion project.
Yeah. Okay.
Since Volume 3, does this become a fan fiction? Because it's not his writing anymore.
No, it's not his.
I mean, he had like an idea of like how far this would go, but we don't know like how much effort he's actually written down as far as like major plot points here and there. More so, it just could be Miles and Carrie just kind of writing it as they go. So maybe it's just an official fan fiction.
Maybe, Justin. Maybe.
Was it you or I who said, like, you know what? I'll just start watching it like that.
I said that. I said I'm going to start watching like that and give it a bit more credit. And Naya refuses to give it any doubt whatsoever.
All right. Well,
no, there's no benefit for it.
All right. I'll have to see what he'll think about episode 3 then, or chapter 3,
if he actually decides to watch it.
Right. So, I guess he can work on that, and then I'll work on getting the edits for chapter 2 and this one out as soon as I can. Well, actually, this one particularly will probably have to be released on the following Saturday, so I'll have time for that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This was just a pretty solid episode as far as like just giving us everything we need to know, and then some, because there's obviously the other relics which we don't know about. One of them is like, actually, I think the other, well, 2 of them are like weapon-based type of relics, so it'd be cool to see how they're implemented. One of them's a crown, so, or tiara type of thing, so that'd be interesting to see like how effective that will be. But I think that's pretty much it as far as anticipation. Is there anything else you would like to add before we sign off?
No, I'm good.
All right.
At this point, I'm just being an idiot and I'm just gonna like throw total like show runtime onto the thing.
Okay. All right. Then we'll just end it here.
I'm a nerd that likes doing math
Extra.
that doesn't need to be done.
All right. Well, that makes one of us. All right. So end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. #bye, everyone.